What if everything you believe to be real is only one version of reality? What if your life, your choices, your entire existence is just a single page in an infinite book? And what if, beyond the limits of our perception, there are countless other pages, countless other worlds, countless other versions of you? This is the secret of the multiverse, a mystery that challenges science, bends philosophy, and redefines what it means to be alive. For centuries, we believed the universe to be singular, one cosmos, one beginning, one end. But now, modern science whispers something far more shocking. Our universe may be just one of billions. To understand the multiverse, we first need to step back and ask, what exactly is the universe? Look into the night sky. The stars above you are suns, some far larger than our own, each surrounded by worlds we may never see. Those stars form galaxies, vast cosmic cities of light containing hundreds of billions of stars. And those galaxies form clusters woven together by invisible filaments, shaping what scientists call the cosmic web, the largest structure ever discovered. The universe, as far as we can see, is enormous. Astronomers estimate its age to be 13.8 billion years, born in the fire of the Big Bang. From that moment, space has been expanding like a balloon, stretching the galaxies farther and farther apart. But here's the paradox. No matter how far we look, we see only a fraction of reality. Light travels at a finite speed, and the universe has existed for a finite time. This means we can only observe a sphere around us, the observable universe, about 93 billion light-years across. Beyond that horizon, the light has not had enough time to reach us. It is not that nothing exists there, but that we are blind to it. Imagine standing on the shore of an endless ocean, yet your vision only lets you see a circle of water around you. Does the ocean end at that horizon? Or does it stretch endlessly beyond? For centuries, humans assumed the universe must be everything. The Greeks thought the stars were fixed to a crystal sphere. Medieval thinkers placed Earth at the center of creation. Even after Copernicus, Galileo, and Newton rewrote the laws of the cosmos, most still assumed there was just one universe, vast, mysterious, but singular. But cracks began to form in that belief. When astronomers study the universe, they find something strange. Its laws are too perfect. Gravity, electromagnetism, the delicate balance of atomic forces, all tuned so precisely that if any constant were slightly different, stars would not form, atoms would not bind, life would not exist. It's as if our universe were calibrated with impossible precision. This mystery is called the fine-tuning problem. How did this happen? Did a cosmic architect design the laws of reality? Or is our universe simply one outcome among countless others, each with different laws, different constants, and different possibilities? If that's true, then our universe isn't special. It's just one bubble in a vast cosmic foam, one page in an infinite library of existence. And that idea, that there may be more than one universe, is where the multiverse begins.
To understand how the multiverse theory emerged, we must journey back to the moment of creation itself, the Big Bang. Nearly 14 billion years ago, everything we know, space, time, matter, and energy, erupted from a point smaller than an atom. This wasn't an explosion in space. It was an explosion of space. Reality itself expanded outward, carrying galaxies, stars, and worlds along for the ride. But physicists soon realized the Big Bang alone couldn't explain what we see today. The universe appears too smooth, too uniform, as though it were stretched like dough before rising. Why does the cosmic microwave background, the faint afterglow of the Big Bang, look nearly the same in all directions? The answer came in the 1980s: cosmic inflation. According to the inflation theory, in the first trillionth of a second after the Big Bang, the universe expanded faster than the speed of light. Distances that were once microscopic ballooned to cosmic scales. Inflation explains the smoothness of the cosmos, the distribution of galaxies, and the tiny ripples that seeded the stars. But inflation carried a hidden consequence. If space could expand once, why not again and again? Imagine boiling water. Bubbles form, expand, and separate. Each bubble is a pocket of boiling water, but the boiling never stops. Similarly, inflation may never truly end. It might create an endless sea of expanding space, with countless bubbles, each one a universe. Our cosmos would then be just a single bubble. Every time a quantum decision is made, reality splits. If a particle can go left or right, it does both. One universe sees it left, another sees it right. If you face a choice in life, in one universe you choose one path, in another you choose differently. Instead of one reality collapsing into certainty, every possibility unfolds, each in its own universe. That means there could be universes where history is completely different. Universes where ancient empires still rule. Universes where you are someone else entirely. And this raises a haunting question. Are we living in just one version of ourselves, while infinite versions continue their lives beyond our perception? By now, two powerful ideas had taken root. Cosmic inflation showed how endless universes might be born. Quantum mechanics showed how endless universes might branch from every decision. Together, they created a picture too vast to ignore. A multiverse, both cosmic and quantum, stretching beyond imagination. But science is cautious. Physicists debate whether these ideas are testable or whether they belong to the realm of philosophy. Yet the more we study the cosmos, the more it hints at something beyond, as though reality itself is whispering, "This is not all there is."
The multiverse. It is one of the boldest, most breathtaking ideas ever conceived. But is it science or imagination? To answer that, we must turn to the evidence, or at least the faint clues scattered across the cosmic stage. 13 billion years ago, the newborn universe glowed with searing light. As it expanded and cooled, that light stretched into microwaves, filling the cosmos with a faint afterglow. Astronomers call it the cosmic microwave background, the oldest light in the universe. When satellites mapped this afterglow, they expected uniformity. And for the most part, it was uniform, smooth, balanced, even. But hidden within it were tiny fluctuations, like ripples frozen into the fabric of the sky. These ripples seeded the galaxies. Yet, some anomalies stood out, strange, cold spots. Regions where the temperature was slightly different, as if something beyond our universe had brushed against it. Some scientists whispered, "What if these scars are evidence of another universe colliding with our own?" Imagine two cosmic bubbles drifting through infinity, touching for a moment and leaving behind a subtle mark. It is only a possibility. But if true, then the very light from the dawn of time carries proof that we are not alone in existence. But the clues do not end there. Look at the galaxies spinning in the night sky. They whirl so fast that gravity alone should fling them apart, and yet
They hold together. Something unseen binds them. We call it dark matter, an invisible glue making up more than a quarter of the universe. But no one has ever touched it. No one has seen it. It reveals itself only through its gravitational pull. And beyond that lies something even stranger, dark energy. A force that drives the universe to expand faster and faster, as though space itself is possessed by a hidden power. Together, dark matter and dark energy account for 95% of the cosmos, yet they remain invisible, unknown, unexplained. Some physicists ask, could these phenomena be whispers from other universes? Could the pull of dark matter be the shadow of matter in a neighboring cosmos? Could the push of dark energy be pressure from universes colliding beyond our perception? These are bold questions, questions without answers. But in mystery, possibility thrives. Even if we cannot see these other universes, perhaps we can calculate them. Mathematics, after all, is the silent language of the cosmos. Enter string theory, a bold attempt to unify all the forces of nature. Instead of particles, it describes reality as vibrating strings of energy weaving the fabric of existence. But string theory has a consequence. It doesn't predict one universe, it predicts a landscape of universes, perhaps 10 to the power of 500 possible worlds, each with its own constants, its own laws, its own physics. If mathematics is right, then our universe is just one solution to the equations of reality. A single oasis in a vast desert of possibility. But here lies the greatest challenge. How do you test a theory of other universes if those universes are unreachable? Science is built on observation and experiment. A theory must be falsifiable. It must risk being proven wrong. But if other universes lie forever beyond our cosmic horizon, then they remain hidden, untouchable, unprovable. Critics argue the multiverse is philosophy, not science. An elegant dream, but a dream nonetheless. And yet defenders respond, just because we cannot test it now does not mean we never will. Think of black holes, once dismissed as fantasy, now photographed with telescopes. Think of atoms, once invisible, now split by human hands. Perhaps one day we will uncover proof that our universe is not alone. Until then, we live in the tension between evidence and illusion, between the known and the possible.
The multiverse is not just a scientific theory, it is a mirror, one that reflects our deepest fears, our grandest hopes, and our most unsettling questions about existence. Because if other universes exist, then who are we? We often think of life as a chain of choices, to take this job or that one, to speak or remain silent, to stay or to leave. Every decision feels heavy, final, irreversible. But what if it isn't? What if every choice you didn't make was made by another version of you in another universe? In one world, you turn left. In another, you turn right. In one, you succeed. In another, you fail. In one, you live. In another, you do not. The multiverse suggests that every possibility is realized. Every fork in the road is taken. Every outcome is played out in some corner of infinity. So then, do our choices matter? If every possibility exists somewhere, is free will an illusion?
Or is it precisely because each choice creates a new universe that free will becomes infinite? Philosophers wrestle with this paradox. Some say the multiverse frees us. It means nothing is truly lost, no possibility wasted. Others say it enslaves us. If every outcome happens anyway, what meaning can there be in a single decision? Imagine another you, not a twin, not a clone, but a version of you in another universe. A person who shares your DNA, your memories, your childhood, but whose life took a different turn. Perhaps they spoke the words you were too afraid to say. Perhaps they chased the dream you abandoned. Perhaps they made one tiny choice that rippled into a completely different life. This is the doppelganger problem, the unsettling possibility that there are countless copies of you scattered across infinite realities. Some would be nearly identical, others unrecognizable. Some would live lives of greatness, others lives of despair. And the most haunting question, are you the original or just one version among countless others, no more unique than a single grain of sand on an infinite beach? The multiverse doesn't just create infinite versions of you, it creates infinite versions of everything. Imagine Earth as it is, but different. A world where the dinosaurs never went extinct, where humans never rose. A world where Rome never fell, where emperors still rule. A world where history's great battles ended the other way. A world where humanity destroyed itself, and another where it reached the stars long before us. If infinite universes exist, then all these Earths exist as well, each a strange reflection of our own. It is a dizzying thought that our history, our culture, our very identity may be just one story among billions. That in the grand library of the multiverse, our world is but a single book, while countless others remain unread. But perhaps the greatest impact of the multiverse is not just scientific, nor historical, but deeply personal. Because if there are infinite universes, then there are infinite versions of the people you love. In one world, you never met them. In another, you never lost them. In another still, they never existed at all. It is both comforting and crushing. Comforting because somewhere out there, every heartbreak is undone, every tragedy reversed. Crushing because it means our joys, our loves, our victories are not unique. They are replicated endlessly, scattered through infinity. And yet, maybe that is the point. Maybe meaning is not found in being unique, but in being present. In knowing that in this universe, at this moment, we are here, and that matters. The multiverse challenges us not just to think bigger, but to feel deeper. If we are infinite, what does it mean to be human? If our choices are endless, what does it mean to choose? If our reality is one among countless others, what does it mean to live in this one? Perhaps in the end, the multiverse is less about other universes and more about us. It is a reminder that reality is fragile, that life is precious, and that meaning is something we create, not because it is eternal, but because it is
Long
fleeting.
before scientists spoke of the multiverse, humans were already telling stories of other worlds. Stories that whispered of hidden realms, layered realities, and universes beyond our own. It seems the idea of many worlds is not new, it is ancient. In Norse mythology, the cosmos was woven into a great tree, Yggdrasil. Its roots and branches connected 9 realms: worlds of gods, worlds of giants, worlds of fire and ice, and the human world of Midgard. To the Norse, reality was never singular. It was a network of worlds, existing together, influencing one another. In Hindu cosmology, the universe is endless, born, destroyed, and reborn in infinite cycles. Texts describe countless universes, floating like bubbles in a cosmic ocean, each governed by its own laws, each home to its own beings. This vision is strikingly close to modern theories of infinite, ever-expanding universes. In Buddhist philosophy, too, there are references to many thousand-fold worlds. Worlds stacked like layers, each with its own heavens, its own realms of suffering, its own path of rebirth. Even in Mesoamerican mythology, the Aztecs spoke of multiple suns, multiple creations of the world. Each age ended in destruction, only for another to begin, as if history itself was replaying in different universes. Across cultures, the story repeats. This world is not alone. In Christianity and Islam, the multiverse is not directly named, but echoes remain. The Bible speaks of many mansions in God's house, layers in existence beyond our own. The Quran describes 7 heavens, layered above creation, each with its mysteries. Mystics, saints, and Sufis often spoke of hidden realms beyond the senses, places where time bends, where reality unfolds differently. Were these visions symbolic, or were they early intuitions of deeper truths, glimpses of dimensions science is only now beginning to explore? Through history, the idea of multiple worlds was often considered dangerous knowledge. In ancient Greece, philosopher Democritus suggested infinite worlds might exist. For this, his ideas were mocked and buried. In the Middle Ages, when the Church held authority, to even suggest other worlds was near heresy. It threatened the idea of a single creation, a single plan, a single human destiny. Thinkers who dared to imagine plurality of worlds risked persecution. Even in modern times, whispers of hidden dimensions and parallel realities are often dismissed as pseudoscience, fringe, or worse, forbidden science. But history shows us something important. The boundary between forbidden and accepted knowledge is always shifting. What was once heresy becomes tomorrow's truth. And the multiverse may follow the same path. Today, the multiverse is no longer confined to ancient myth or secret philosophy. It has entered our culture, our movies, books, and art. From Marvel superheroes to science fiction classics, the idea of parallel universes has become one of the most powerful symbols in storytelling. It reflects our longing for second chances, for alternate outcomes, for what-ifs made real. These cultural echoes are not proof of the multiverse, but they are proof of something else, that humanity is haunted by the idea, that across time and culture we cannot escape the sense that our reality is not the only one. So when we look at the myths, the religions, the stories, we see a pattern. The multiverse is not just a scientific theory, it is a human intuition. It is the sense that behind the veil of what we see lies something vast, layered, mysterious. That our universe is not an island, but part of an endless archipelago. That reality itself may be one story in an infinite library. The ancients whispered it in myths. The mystics hinted it in visions. The scientists now calculate it in equations. Different languages, different symbols, but perhaps all pointing toward the same truth. We began with a question: what if our universe is just one of billions? Science, philosophy, and myth all point in different directions, yet one truth remains. The multiverse is still a mystery, and perhaps it always will be. If infinite universes exist, then so do infinite possibilities. If they do not, then this single universe becomes even more extraordinary, because it is the only one we will ever know. Either way, we are part of something vast, fragile, and deeply mysterious. So when you look up at the night sky, remember, every star may be a doorway into another world, another story, another you. And if you'd like to keep exploring these cosmic mysteries with us, don't forget to subscribe to Animated Wisdom, where every question opens the door to another universe. Because the multiverse may remain a secret, but together we can keep chasing it.